What's up, guys? Jasper Park here. Uphill approach, of course. So typically what I'll do is I'll try to get this up here as far as possible. A little tough to do, but you'll see I'm putting this up on high ground. That typically causes it to launch a little bit. So there you can see we get our ultimate. And let's just see what this looks like. See if I can keep it out of the rough. I don't usually go for it this much. I don't usually try to get it up here into the threes. But I did want to just see what it looks like, because I usually don't get the short iron range on this one. I wanted to make sure that I could, and it looks like I definitely did this time. In fact, here's a min club. We could actually go at this with a wedge, which I might actually do. With the tailwind, why not? No reason to play min when you can play max. A little bit more spin control at the max club. So we're going to switch up, do some Zeus. Global reset here. There we go. Zeus 7-1. And here you can see max is going to be telling me for Pro D 26.3. Rather large adjustment. Also, another thing to consider is wind effect. So my bounces aren't going to bounce very easily. So typically I won't play wind effect, but when I'm landing, you can see this green's so uphill. What that does is it causes bounces 2, 3, 4 roll out to really be exaggerated to the left. So as a result, you can see I'm trying to factor that in, which is something I don't typically do. Also worried about the ball guide maybe stretching out a little bit, so I'm a little unsure how much topspin to put on this. So for this one, I'm going to be pulling the target to lower ground. It's called a wash. We'll just put this up a little bit. But notice how I'm offsetting this guide. It's really to account for the uphill nature to this shot. I know the rollout's going to be much more left than it would be on flat ground. So we are going to try to stick to this max adjustment as a result. So there's 10 rings. There's 20 rings. And 26 some. So 26 rings. Pretty max. Not worrying too much about elevation for this shot, because I'm more worried about all this rollout, like I said. And you can see a lot to the left. In fact, that was just a little bit too much topspin. It's kind of what I told you that might happen. But I was so worried about moving to lower ground, plus the upslope, that I just couldn't take off enough. I couldn't convince myself to do it. But the more practice that you get and get into those situations, the easier that becomes. Good luck, and I'll see you guys on the next one.